But these bitches in my business cut me out to choosing violence. If you see me out in public, you don't know me, keep it silent. I'm the lowest of the lowest.
Hey, what's up, my loungies? Welcome to E-Toxic Tea Lounge. Everything in this video is allegedly. Let's chat. Disclaimer. I do not condone in any form of bullying or violence on this platform. Anything in this video is for information purposes and also entertainment purposes only. This platform consists of celebrity drama, rumors, opinions, a roasting, tea, with some shade, and some sensitive topics. So if you're sensitive to people's opinions, you get triggered easily, you take things personal on this internet, you crashing out online over your faves, whatever the case may be, this platform will not be for you. Okay? I repeat, it will not be for you. So please proceed at your own risk. Now, in this segment, we are going to be talking about Lizzo and Caresha. Okay? We also have BLueface's ex India speaking her truth with some story time. So we're going to do her story time part 1 to 3. And we have Natalie none. Now, please, like I said, if you are too sensitive and you be crashing out over people's opinions on their platform, this platform will not be for you. Before we get into all of this mess, my loungies, please make sure to like this video. Okay? Thank you. Now, we're going to start with Lizzo. So, Lizzo called Caresha. She felt some type of way about what she said on Shannon Sharpe's interview. Now, Caresha, all she said was people don't know if they like people with natural bodies or people with surgeries or BBLs, etc. Because either way, people always got something to say. She used Lizzo as an example because people made fun of her when she was big, and then when she lost weight, people still got something to say. All Caresha said was, she looked good. She looks so good now. And everybody saying, ew. That's what she said. She looks so good now, and everybody saying, ew.
She's so fat, right? I remember that. But then they were like, ew. What is the ew? I have to know.
Like, you know how, like, people, when you before, like, your weight loss, people used to be like, oh, my God, she need to lose weight. She too fat. That shit not cute. That's what I was pertaining to, that part. Like, people just was like, oh, my God, she need to lose weight. That shit not cute. Like, that was the ew that I was pertaining to.
Oh, got you. Because you were like, and then she looks so good. And people are like, ew. Because Shay was like, oh, because what? She did surgery or she did, you know what I mean? She's on Ozempic or whatever. Was that? I thought that you were kind of referring to, actually, I thought you were saying I got too little.
No. So what I'm saying now is, like, people always have something to say. You know, like, woman is like, you need to lose weight. Then you lose weight, and it's like, oh my God, that don't look good on her. She like you just can never be.
Right.
People can never be like. It's them if you do, them if you don't. It's kind of like what I was trying to say. Because it's like, for instance, sometimes I see some people saying, like, everybody say you look good, but then you have the little 5% that's just like, she looked better when she was fat.
Wow.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, that's what I'm saying. It's just them if you do, them if you don't. But you're doing it for yourself, not these people. But I just was just referencing to, like, you can't make nobody happy, and they always got something to say when it comes to a woman's body. Why? I don't know. Like, why y'all always picking on women's body? It's like, you don't get surgery, and it's like, you got a little boy body. Oh my God, she need to gain weight. She too skinny. Or you like a little boy. Then you do get a BBL. We don't like BBLs. We like natural bodies. So why would you get surgery? Like,
yep. It's never enough.
Especially when it comes to women's body, I don't understand what would be the big issue anyway.
Lizzo was weird as hell for this. Caresha was defending her, and she knew it, but got on her podcast trying to play confused. She wanted a moment so bad. I'm glad Caresha didn't take the bait. I agree. Lizzo was so weird. She knew what Young Miami Caresha meant with Shannon on Club Shay Shay, calling her on podcast to publicly to address it's weird. She's looking for her Lotto and Nicki Minaj moment so bad. I am confused by this because I watched the full interview and I understood what Caresha meant. I respect Lizzo for calling her, but why is the call a public thing? Because that's all people know how to do now. Lizzo calling Caresha for clarity is what grown women and real friends who aren't scary do. Y'all would have been passive aggressive about it and started subtweeting. Now, my thing is this. I understand she got a podcast, she's doing her content creator stuff or whatever the case may be. Now, if this was a beef or if this was something worth putting online to try to prove a point or put a receipt out or whatever the case may be, then I understand. Content is content. Things just gotta be said, right? But this is supposed to be a private conversation, a private call. It didn't need to be online. You understand what I'm saying? Now, anybody in this world isn't obligated to record a phone call, but nowadays sometimes you gotta do it. Because nowadays people are just so weird out here. You gotta have proof of everything. So at this point, I just feel like she's doing a little bit too much. She's sensitive. She's probably not 100% confident, okay, in her weight loss. I don't know what it is because she looks really beautiful. Please, because even though before she even lost the weight, people were saying she had a nasty attitude, she this and she that. Please, Lizzo, don't do too much because you lost all that weight. Please. Because now it just seems like she's doing too much and that was just unnecessary. And I'm glad that Caresha did not fall into it and made it bigger than what it was, because that's what it looked like Lizzo was trying to do. Everybody that heard Caresha with the words coming out of her mouth knew exactly what she was trying to say. And it wasn't no shade. So India, or whatever her name is allegedly coming out with story times. We're going to get into part 1 to 3 about BLueface. Yes, according to her, he's still on her body.
Yeah, so story time. Imagine talking to a rapper for 5 years, thinking y'all have something. Meanwhile, he has multiple girlfriends, getting married in jail, yet still in your DMs, texting you from a fake page. What really baffles me is why do men in general think that they could just spin the block and you're married? So boom, I get a message from his actual page with the check mark, and he's like, oh, this is me and my fake page, my burner page. Can you go ahead and, message me? Like, it's me, right? And I'm like, okay. I'm dead at this point because me, I love a good time. I'm always going to respond. Who am I to not respond? But I'm just laughing at this point because aren't you locked up? Aren't you? Moral of the story, men never move on no matter how famous, how locked up, how committed they claim to be. But let me know in the comments, do y'all think y'all know who it is?
You're just asking the wrong person. You supposed to ask ugly guys with money, duh. You're married, aren't you? It's called if I'm supposed to be one of the girls, you're supposed to be able to afford me. If you can't afford me, then just keep talking to your wife. She ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. And I ain't sent you 1 cent. You can be the clown or the monkey. I let you choose. Actually, I could be going somewhere. I'm not the same girl you met anymore. Better choose wisely or I'll choose for you, babe. Okay, so according to her, allegedly, these are texts between her and BLueface. Now, the wife, I'm assuming, is Krishan, because Jaden, the only farthest they got was an engagement. And according to Krishan, they supposed to be married, child.
BLueface met back in 2020 via Instagram, y'all favorite dating app. Amen. And hold up. Story time. Since y'all already damn near know the half of it, I might as well just fully come out and say it. There's no point in me listening to it telling me to shut the f up. The reason why I'm coming forward now about this topic is because he's still in my life. Duh. Not all that's cracked up to be. I really could do better. So I don't really care. I have nothing to lose. The last time that we spoke, and we basically had a conversation, and I'm just like, we need to have a plan because I'm not gonna keep doing this, baby. We're going into 5 years now and counting. And the amount of money that you sent me this far is not enough. He's not going anywhere. If you're not going anywhere, something's gotta give. Amen. Like, we're not gonna keep going back and forth. Y'all gonna have to come back for part 2 though.
Okay, so Jonathan Porter, October 1st, 2023, sent $300. Okay, Jonathan Porter, May 12th, 2023, sent $100 Then he sent, what is that, $60 in May 12th, 2023. Okay, so she's just showing some receipts of payments. Jonathan Porter, April 6th, 2022, $374. Okay, and it don't stop there. Jonathan Porter, $500 on March 14th, 2022. Jonathan Porter, $500 on March 3rd, 2022. So he's been sending her money throughout the years. Jonathan Porter, $100, February 2022. Jonathan Porter, $50, February 21st, 2022. Jonathan Porter, $100, February 2022. Jonathan Porter, $250 for food. Jonathan Porter, $20, and Jonathan Porter, $790. That's the biggest one yet. Okay. And guess what? It don't stop there. Jonathan Porter, okay, $400 for 2022, $300 for a passport. Oh, okay, he helping her get passports and stuff. She like, listen, if you want me to fly out here, you want me to go here, you got to give me my passport. Jonathan Porter, $250. Okay, 2022. Jonathan Porter, $200. 2022. Okay. How do y'all feel about these payments so far? And what do you think all of them are for? Okay. Jonathan Porter, $200. 2022. Jonathan Porter, $20. 2022. Jonathan Porter, $221. January 2022. So he's been sending her some money. Jonathan Porter, $200. Okay, Jonathan Porter, $100. Jonathan Porter, $500 for The Place in 2022. What is The Place? Can y'all comment down below? What place do y'all think that it might be that he's paying $500 for towards? Jonathan Porter, $500. Okay, another $500, 2021. Okay, so I guess he been, spending that money. Jonathan Porter, $100, 2021. Okay, I don't know if we did this already, but let's continue. Jonathan Porter, $300 in 2021. And then he sent up there for a room. Okay.
Okay, so this is the first receipt. And yeah, this is what I was telling y'all. He DM'd me from the fake page. And he wanted me to go ahead and talk to him on here. So that's where that little screenshot came from. But we was talking since literally like last week when we met. We can take it back to the beginning. Amen. So that video was me in the studio. He had flew me out and then we went right to the studio. As you can see, that's where he brings all his bitches. This is when Blue Bloods Clan actually made a song referencing fighting in his house. So yeah, this is 2020 before Krishan. He asked me if I wanted to be on the show. I said, nah, me and Wack was arguing. He was like,
can you make me come on FaceTime? Is that what he asked her on this video chat? Why does every fan page follow me? Because people were thinking she's lying. Okay, so she like, all right, so why are they all following me then? Not only that, you know what else she says? Because they know who the realest is. Hello? Do they? Right here. Look who decided to follow me, chat. Guess he was tuning into the story time. So he recently just followed India. The fact she really thought she had something for 5 years is the funniest of everything she said and posted. Blue preys on delusional girls. 5 years and we only know you as a jump off, if that. Now, I always say this. We cannot blame the females for coming out and doing all of this shenanigans because a lot of them are delusional. A lot of them are eggplant sprung, if you know what I'm talking about. And that's something that they got to grow out of because, baby girl, Everybody that come across BLueface already see from afar how he is. He could be a nice guy and treat you good with some money, okay, and some opportunities or flying you out. But the way he treat females is not something cute. And it's not something to brag about. I wouldn't dare deal with a man like that. And he publicly embarrassing everybody. And a lot of these females, and I'm pretty sure it's a lot more, that are not coming out and nobody knows about, that want to be a secret, don't want to be out in the limelight. But some girls are clout chasers and they want to know, they want to let everybody know what position they got in BLueface life. It's just weird. Natalie Nunn has some things to say. I guess with all the clips and the new episodes that's coming out, she just want to get some things straight and let everybody know what the hell's going on. Two things that absolutely piss me off about this episode. Number one, my job is not to be jumping in any of these fights. I'm the CEO. I'm the boss. If you put your hands on me, I'm absolutely going to fight back. But I'm damn near 20 years in this lane. All these girls calling themselves OGs, knock it off. 2 years in reality TV does not make you an OG. But y'all been calling y'all the OGs for longest. So now all of a sudden it's changing. Telling me to fight someone that I do not have any beef with at all is also crazy. I never ever was disrespected by Big Lex, Summer, or any of the new girls. Why on earth would I just start jumping anyone? Come on, man. I have a job to do, and my job clearly isn't to be sneaking, jumping, nor fighting any of these girls. Lastly, coming into my room and grabbing a baddie chain and saying I took this out Natalie's room, you're not getting anything unless you fight me. Don't take anything out of my room and then throw that in someone's face. You have their chain. Like if I was messy and gave it to you. Okay, so she's putting some things out there like people was clout chasing off her, lying on her, and just making it seem and putting out a narrative. Again, I love all my baddies, but I've had enough. This is why when a show is over, I have to fall back from people because it's getting entitled and a lot of disrespect. No one should be telling me, the real OG, the only OG, how to do my job. I'm the only one 20 years in this game, been dragging, fighting, and laughing to the bank for decades. I know what I'm doing. I know my position. I know how to make great reality TV. Let me do my job, and you ladies do yours. Thank you. That's all. Moving forward for Baddies Africa, we will not be calling these girls OGs or newbies. They all baddies, period. We finna get the entitled stuff out the window, and this goes for if or anyone is returning on seasons to come. Sick of all of this, honestly. Y'all are all baddies, everyone equal on the show, period. The division is the problem. So y'all think that Baddies Africa is gonna be a little bit different since she said that? Because y'all always did that all the seasons. Baddies and OGs. Baddies versus OGs. OGs, baddies. Like, y'all, this is what y'all do. Now, Natalie, if you're the boss and you've been doing this for 20 years and this and this and that, why are you always in the camera instigating and doing and stirring up the pot, but then turn around and play victim as, oh, I'm the OG, I'm the boss, I'm the boss, I'm the boss. Okay, you're a messy ass boss. Why are you not like Lemmy and in the back? Be a boss. Collect your check. You don't gotta be in front of the camera. You've been in it for how many years? We already know who you are. We already know what city you think you run. Like, we heard this all before throughout the years. You cannot be in the front of the camera instigating, doing pranks and doing all of this stuff on the show, thinking that's what you have to do because you're the boss. Real bosses play the back. I'm saying real bosses play the back. They don't gotta do too much. They don't got to prove too much. But that's Natalie Nunn. She says a lot, but we're going to see Baddies Africa and see if anything changed. Okay? I'm supposed to be doing Baddies Review episodes 12 to 16. Okay? That will probably be in the next video. Yeah, because I'm looking at my notes now. So, yeah, it's going to be in the next video. But anyways, let me know how y'all feel about everything in this segment. How do you feel about Lizzo making that call and doing it public? Do y'all think that Caresha knew ahead of time before she called, before she started recording? How do y'all think that is, and do you think that it was even appropriate? BLueface ex India coming out telling her truth as if anybody cares. You, along with a million other people that been slobbing on his knob, okay, and been getting some payments and getting treatments, that don't mean nothing. None of y'all is special. He doing the same thing with all of y'all. The only ones that he really was public with was Jaden and Krishan. The public ones, like claiming him as his girl or actually having kids with. Stuff like that. Marriage talk. Fake engagements. Whatever you want to call it. A whole hot mess in the circus, okay? Those are the only ones. So at the end of the day, it just is what it is. Let me know how y'all feel about it down in the comments below. Please make sure to run this video up, my loungies. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Until then, toodaloo, bye-bye.